When you live here, you're built resilient.
Trina Chavez, Tony Crane, Captain Dana Diamond.
Built to find strength.
I just wish I could see her, hug her.
Without forgetting what was lost.
My baby's in my wife and arm. It's pulling and jerking on me like something wants to take me.
Built to find a way.
Probably a couple 3 feet and overnight.
You just do what you have to do.
When it feels like there's no path forward.
I believed in her from the moment I met her.
Back to what makes us feel alive.
We were pretty stoked by it as 7-year-olds.
Back to what makes us smile.
The first year we met and he cracked a joke at me, like he got me hook, line, and sinker.
Back to being what makes us proud to call these people our neighbors.
I just want to thank him from the bottom of my heart.
And this place, our home. This is WDRB Positive with Chris Sutter.
Hi everybody, welcome to our yearly look back at the stories that have made you smile. We call it WDRB Positive, and we're happy that you're here. A tiara and time on stage changed the path for one young Kentucky woman, her journey from hardship to Miss America.
Ariana Rodriguez, Miss Kentucky.
Do you believe this bias affects women more than men?
The road to the glitz and glamour of Miss America.
I think it's really cool to know that that's where I started.
Is miles from where Ariana Rodriguez's journey began.
So at 12, I entered the foster care system.
And when she got out,
it was exactly like this.
This is the place. She, her siblings, and mom, who was battling addiction, called home.
This is where we always used to put our water buckets so that when it rained, we would have water to use for our baths and to help us cook food.
It actually breaks my heart because I knew she was, I'm sorry, I knew she was going through something. I didn't have a clue. It was that.
When I turned 16, I actually became homeless.
Living out of her car at the Nelson County Fairgrounds, using a parking lot light to do her homework.
I think about how scary that is to stay overnight in your car, you know, a single young female.
I remember that Fairgrounds always had like the most beautiful view ever. And I remember looking up and saying, one day the sunset won't be the most beautiful thing in my life.
Ariana?
The light would come when Rodriguez started looking for ways to earn scholarships and found the Miss My Old Kentucky Home pageant,
which she thought was a talent competition.
So I showed up, didn't really have any pageant clothes. I just got up there and sang. I put all of my college savings into it, and then I lost.
And I'm like, it's okay. We will make it work.
And she said, if you want to go to Miss Kentucky, we'll get you there.
They got
Kimberly Lyle was the director of the pageant and ended up being the helping hand Rodriguez needed to turn her life around.
I believed in her from the moment I met her.
Posting, asking for help, opening her home, connecting Rodriguez with some well-known names to get her into the game. There were some pageant wins and several losses during a nearly 3-year span until she made it to Miss Kentucky.
Ariana Rodriguez, march in!
And won.
I always kind of had a feeling that I would be successful.
Never losing confidence, but still surprised at what happened next.
Please welcome Miss Kentucky, Ariana Rodriguez.
After the introductions, routines, answers to hard questions.
I did not learn the essential life skills that I needed to be successful in the workforce.
And singing in front of a packed auditorium and everyone watching online.
I definitely did not think that I'd make it to top 11 at Miss America.
Today, her days are full of appearances, pictures, and meet and greets.
My life has been completely changed in just a matter of a couple years.
But what's truly important never has.
She's gone through hard times, but I don't think she's going to go through hard times anymore.
The resilient girl, now woman, who grew up in this boarded-up home.
I remember I was always very, very embarrassed to tell people that I lived here.
Plans to open up a facility for teens aging out of the foster care system, helping people just like her.
It was kind of a fairy tale, just an amazing ending.
More stunning, in fact, than all those sunsets at the Nelson County Fairgrounds, just like Ariana Rodriguez always hoped. After Rodriguez's reign as Miss Kentucky comes to an end in June, she plans to finish college at UK.
I think it's neat because it looks like a wooden bat, but it's really a metal bat.
We re-aired that clip of an interview with him as Louisville Slugger was celebrating 30 years of having the bat outside the museum. Not only did the memories come flooding back for the boy, now man, but the notoriety returned too. DVDs are still good for something. One from our archives takes us back to when we met Bat Boy. Think less and more Louisville Landmark.
I think it's neat because it looks like a wooden bat, but it's really a metal bat.
That was Chaz Krish with his sidekick named Michael, not Robin.
I really liked it because it's the biggest bat I ever seen.
In 1995.
Welcome everybody, come on in.
This is Chaz Krish now.
Where we have all 30 Major League Baseball teams represented.
Still with an admiration for the bat, now synonymous with his hometown.
Just a little beard, maybe some gray hairs here and there.
He hasn't cracked 40, but we'll say he's on deck.
Is video found in the WDRB archives from that day in 1995.
I think it's neat because it looks like a wooden bat.
Viewers still recognized Krish from that clip.
My phone was going off, Facebook, comments everywhere.
Over on this side of the street, so it could have been that packed on this side.
He remembers that cool October day along Main Street pretty well.
Honestly, it seemed like a bit like today. I can remember it not being like a super sunny day, you know, traffic not crazy crowded.
He had one of those good grandmas.
Watched us multiple times a week and took us places cool like this.
And she thought seeing the 120-foot, 68,000-pound Babe Ruth model bat being trucked in and hoisted into place would be one of those forever memories.
The biggest thing I remember is the crane setting in its final spot.
She was right.
We were pretty stoked by it as 7-year-olds.
Grandmas always are. And if you think about it, they were sort of the first to do what everyone does now.
If you watch our security cameras, it is just absolutely fascinating how many pictures get taken in front of that bat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
People Krish sees every time he drives home from work, people that remind him of his sweet grandma, no longer with us.
It holds fond memories.
If you go all the way around to the right, there's a red machine over there that's been making some bats this morning.
And people that are there when his kids
got a 7-year-old just like I was at the time.
Take in this pivotal part of America's favorite pastime.
They thought the huge bat was really cool, you know, just as I did.
I think it's neat because it looks like a wooden bat, but it's really a metal bat.
A full swing back to the memories of Krish's own pastime.
Full circle, yeah.
By the way, Chaz and Michael are still friendly to this day.
This is what I look like when I started here. Boy, I didn't always have gray hair.
You don't credit anybody here for giving you the gray hair, though, do you?
Nah. This time.
Anyone who opts for manual labor every day deserves our respect. One Harrison County man has been at it for 50 years, and his built-tough way of life isn't going unnoticed. Hard work.
Takes care of restrooms and floors.
I've seen him help set up for some of the assemblies after school.
He'll get on his hands and knees out here and scrub the floors by hand.
Is a lost art.
Oh my gosh, he's a dying breed. Like, I get emotional thinking about it.
That North Harrison Middle School custodian Henry King has been chipping away at.
He's been here for a long time.
For 5 decades.
I don't know of anyone who has worked anywhere for 50 years in the same location.
Since September 2nd of 1975.
He was 19 then.
69.
Now.
He was here whenever my mom was here.
This is what I look like when I started here. Boy, I didn't always have gray hair.
You don't credit anybody here for giving you the gray hair, though, do you?
Nah, just time.
King was born into manual labor.
I was taught to work hard by my parents.
Doing his part on a Harrison County chicken farm.
We raised 250,000 chickens at a time, so it was a lot of hard work.
Following his mom into janitorial work.
So I worked 8 years for my mother, and that was a very special time.
Every walk through the hallway to do that next job these days,
hey,
a reminder of the woman who made him who he is.
Always will.
Could explain why he's held on to the job for as long as he has. Work he's decided to give up at the end of this school year. But not before these students and teachers give him a retirement present, lining the halls showing their appreciation. Janitors are often overlooked.
Probably so, yes.
But not here.
He will be irreplaceable.
That reliable presence in the background of a basketball game.
A great role model.
The first to offer a reassuring word in those formative years of life.
Because I might be the only one that says a kind word to them all day.
Custodian King.
One of a kind for sure.
Showing the next generation.
I want to aspire to be someone who works just as hard as he is, has much dedication and passion for my work.
That hard work does pay off.
I'm glad I got to be here while he's still working here.
King will hang up the mop for the final time here in May.
Coming up,
wasting away again in Clarksville, Indiana.
We have the palm trees.
Found a wooden boat.
We have 3 scuba divers.
In their front yard.
The dedication behind the decorations. And later, the teacher that went beyond the job to offer a helping hand.
All right, we are back and we made our way over to Clarksville. There are plenty of Christmas decorations up everywhere you look, but one couple chose palm trees over poinsettias. The heartwarming reason they made their place look like paradise. 1998, a couple of sun-kissed Southern Indiana lovers basking in what would become their favorite place.
Yes, and we loved it.
Key West.
We'd been to Florida, Orlando, but we had never been to the Keys.
The warmth, the sunshine, water, sand.
Just beautiful scenery.
Sipping on a little something, something.
Strawberry daiquiri.
As Jimmy Buffett plays in the background.
Margaritaville.
Deborah and James Mole haven't been back, but plan to add some new memories in paradise this fall for their 32nd anniversary.
For the past 3 years maybe, we've wanted to go to Key West for a vacation to celebrate. And because that's something to be proud of these days.
It wasn't meant to be.
I didn't want to leave my dad.
The trip grounded by a blindsiding diagnosis.
He was diagnosed with lung and brain cancer.
Her dear dad doesn't have much time left.
Dad would say, yeah, go on and go, but I didn't want to be that far.
Her husband knew that would be the case, so he got to work.
At first he thought I was crazy.
My husband decided he wanted to turn the front yard into Key West for me. We have the palm trees.
Found a wooden boat.
And we have 3 scuba divers.
There's a shark made out of brand new car tires.
I keep thinking, when's he gonna stop? He's not.
But she loves it, and the neighbors seem to as well.
So now they want me to do their yard.
Some knock on the door, can we take a picture? Of course.
After more than 3 decades, it's clear these 2 sun-craving, beach-loving parrot heads get each other.
But it's peace to me. It's my me time. I sit out there on my swing. It's like the best staycation ever.
And in the meantime, they're making Veterans Parkway feel a little more like Highway 1 and the Colgate clock look a little more like that buoy at the southernmost point of the United States.
And I love that he did it for me.
And the Moles added some Christmas decorations to the seascape at the beginning of December.
We do put our trust in their bus drivers. The bus had stopped at the entrance of the subdivision. She was in distress.
At the beginning of the school year, long before snow blanketed this southern Indiana neighborhood, a bus driver had a medical emergency with students on board. A team of good people wasted no time in stepping in to save lives. At dawn, when the birds are singing and the minutes seem to somehow move faster, an unspoken bond becomes apparent between the shadowy figures that line the streets of Sellersburg's Elk Run neighborhood and the driver behind the big yellow bus that brings them into light.
We do put our trust in their bus drivers.
Chip Durbin and his neighbors proved that is not a one-way street. Ring doorbell video captured it all just days into the new school year. Students noticed something seemed off.
She was in distress.
About the driver they affectionately call Mrs. Karen.
The bus had stopped at the entrance of the subdivision.
The bus Durbin's daughter and several other students were on.
I was met by two ladies that was already on board the bus.
Neighbors who happened to be a nurse and a nurse practitioner. Durbin is a Clark County Sheriff's deputy. That's his truck in the video with the lights flashing.
Her speech was a little bit different, a little bit slower than usual.
What was happening quickly became clear to the people trying to help.
She said, "You're having a stroke." I just lost control of everything, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't make any words out. It was terrifying, but I didn't know what else to do. It's just got to adapt to that.
Karen Graves at Norton Brownsboro with her husband at her bedside. The temporary paralysis, gone. Her prognosis, promising.
We expect her to do very, very well.
Still, it's hard not to focus on what could have been.
If I would have continued on, it could have been so much more devastating.
The biggest what if is what if she turned out onto Highway 60 up here.
But she didn't. Mrs. Karen made it out, and so did several of the students that were there that day, whose names are now among many others who signed a big get well soon card. Now, a heartfelt thanks to everyone who stepped in when it mattered most.
I just want to thank them from the bottom of my heart, because I feel like they're the ones that saved my life.
Her focus, getting better, getting back to that driver's seat.
I'm going to be ready to get back on the bus. I miss my kids.
And back to the people she knows will always have hers. As you can see from her Facebook post, after some rehab, Mrs. Karen went back to work in early November.
Still ahead.
Right there's the whole pile ball bat right there.
The base of your Thanksgiving starts with a well-known Louisville bat.
He picks up 55,000 pounds a week.
How it gets turkey on your plate. This WDRB Positive Special continues right now from Museum Row. Louisville Slugger is a brand known around the world for baseball, of course, but we learned in November it plays a big role in putting turkey on your Thanksgiving plate. Fields and farmhouses for as far as the eye can see make Washington about as Indiana as basketball. It's a different sport, though.
The Dodgers are kings right now.
Doing a lot for what is living here. The star of Thanksgiving. The centerpiece of your plate. Turkey.
That gives you a good feeling to know that people can get together with their families at Thanksgiving time and can use what we've raised.
Dean Wagler and his family at Ville Creek Ag raised the birds from 2 days old.
My parents got married in 1953, and we've been raising turkeys almost since then.
When they're babies, their environment is everything.
And that's when they feel the most comfortable, when it's dry.
The temperature has to be right.
We heat the barn up to 95 degrees.
And so does the bedding.
Right there's the whole pile ball bat right there.
Louisville Slugger ball bat. The same stuff used in the bats of Will Smith and Ellie De La Cruz today and Babe Ruth back in the day. When a bat is shaped at Slugger Museum and Factory in downtown Louisville, there's a lot of sawdust left behind. That's where Wagler comes in.
He picks up 55,000 pounds a week to take to his turkey farm.
It's about 107 miles down there.
We pay them $150 for basically the fuel. And in return, we have a signed agreement that if we have any type of malfunction with the truck or our system, they will have a new truck here within 2 hours.
It serves as a nice insurance policy for Slugger.
And if we're shut down, we can't make bats.
A tasty meal dropped off during Thanksgiving week doesn't hurt either.
They do bring us a turkey or two, and we have a nice little dinner for the factory and the company.
From home plate to your plate.
Wagler makes the trip to Louisville about 60 times a year.
I got bullied a lot.
A Glasgow boy's classmates were picking on him because he was born different. His mom taught him, though, humor keeps the bullies away. The laughs also brought him and his teacher close, and that ended up changing the boy's life.
Triangles do a better job than just squares or rectangles. Tuesday will be final day of building for Tuesday
Some of the best friendships form over laughter.
What else, Jackson?
Jackson Farmer learned that early in life.
The first year we met, he was a kindergartner, and he cracked a joke at me.
Hey, do you need an extra hand?
And all of a sudden, he pulled off his silicone hand and started to hand it to me, and I was like, oh, buddy, like he got me hook, line, and sinker.
The 9-year-old was born without his right hand, and the substitute he was using
didn't really have any functionality to it. And as those edges come up,
his STEAM teacher, Scott Johnson's job entails being an expert in 3D printers.
I just started getting more curious and wondering if there was something that we could make here in the lab that he could actually use in his real life.
He worked with models and machines.
We can size it up, we can print it.
For a year.
He was crying about it.
Before coming up with a prototype.
The rubber bands that give the fingers the pop back and movement, these are orthodontic bands. His mom and Jackson, they were very excited and they were like, yeah, let's do this.
I was like, yay, let's go. Everybody wants to give me fist bumps or high fives.
The fully functioning hand allows for daily tasks.
Picking up stuff with my right hand, but now I can.
That were impossible before.
It just makes me feel like, yay, I get to do stuff on my own.
Still, boys will be boys.
We want him to play at recess on the playground. We want him to have fun with his friends.
The breaks and damage are part of the plan. The repairs happening right here at the Glasgow school.
I have extra palms, and Jackson, and we laugh now, he's gone through about 3 of these so far.
Part of what gives us is
when we met these two, Jackson broke the thumb on his 3D printed hand, which turned into a learning moment.
And in the end, Jackson will be able to do all this work without me.
A helping hand from a caring teacher and friend that will make Jackson Farmer's life better forever.
Good teacher?
Good teacher.
The parts for that 3D printed hand cost around $20. If Jackson's family had to pay for a prosthetic, it could cost them thousands and thousands of dollars. As always, if you see good news happening where you live or work, be sure to get in touch. My email is WDRBpositive@WDRB.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy holidays.